One thing that's always of interest to any angler, no matter what species you're fishing for, trout, walleye, bass, you name it, is what makes a fish be where they are? What makes a good fish hole? Why are some places good and some places not good? And honestly, it comes down to we really don't know in many cases why fish pick one thing than the other. We often think we do, but when you actually try to figure that out with science, you rarely come to conclusions that are definitive. You can tell what the majority of the fish might be thinking, or at least might be picking. Maybe thinking's not the right word, but you might be able to tell what the majority of the fish are picking, but there's always oddballs. And I bring that up here because this is a beautiful looking pool in this stream. It's got the slow, water that's still moving, but it's slowed down. You can see the rocks. It's got some depth to it. And I can tell you that I've been fishing this stream now for almost 9 years, 10 years, something like that. And I have caught maybe 2 fish out of this hole total. I've caught many more in the next hole downstream that doesn't look half this good. And so you wonder what in the world is not right with this one and awesome about the one downstream from here. And there's always a lot of theories. Anglers love to have theories. I love to have theories. I'm a scientist and an angler, so I really think I should know, right? But the more I've studied them, and the more I've done radio telemetry on bass, the more I realize that it's really hard to get inside a fish's brain and see what it's thinking and what makes this important versus the other. At the end of the day, we ain't fish, and we don't see the world the way they do. You just have these holes that you swear to goodness would be great and often aren't. And sometimes you see a hole that looks awesome, and it is. But how many times have you fished and caught a bunch of fish in a spot that honestly you weren't even sure you'd throw a first cast into? So it's really interesting what makes a fish choose one spot over another and what makes a good quote-unquote fishing hole.